In the small, isolated town of Blackwood, a place shrouded in mystery and surrounded by dense forests, an eerie silence seemed to hang in the air. Locals spoke in hushed tones about the legends and paranormal occurrences that plagued the town for generations. It was said that an ancient curse had befallen the land, and those who dared to venture into the woods after nightfall never returned. Among the residents of Blackwood was a young woman named Emily, who had recently moved to the town to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. She was drawn to the peaceful, quiet atmosphere, oblivious to the darkness that lurked within its depths. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the town, Emily met a peculiar old man named Mr. Abernathy. He had a long, unkempt beard and deep, piercing eyes that seemed to bore into her soul. Despite his eerie appearance, there was a strange magnetism about him that she couldn't ignore. Mr. Abernathy warned Emily about the cursed woods that surrounded the town. He spoke of the vengeful spirits that roamed the shadows and the malevolent entities that preyed on the lost and the curious. Emily laughed off his warnings as mere superstition, dismissing them as the ramblings of an eccentric old man. However, curiosity got the better of Emily. She couldn't resist the temptation to explore the forbidden woods. As the clock struck midnight, she slipped out of her home and ventured into the darkness. Armed with only a flashlight, she stepped into a realm of shadows and whispered fears. The forest was dense, and the gnarled trees seemed to reach out with ghostly fingers, beckoning her deeper into their grasp. An unsettling feeling crawled up her spine, but Emily pushed forward, believing she was in control. As she ventured deeper into the woods, the night grew darker, and the forest seemed to come alive. Strange sounds echoed all around her, whispers, creaks, and eerie laughter that sent shivers down her spine. Emily's heart raced, and the rational part of her mind urged her to turn back, but an invisible force seemed to propel her forward. Unbeknownst to Emily, the curse of Blackwood had sensed her intrusion. The spirits were disturbed, and malevolent entities stirred from their slumber. Unseen eyes watched her every move, and sinister laughter echoed through the trees. As the hours passed, Emily realized she was hopelessly lost. Panic began to set in as the forest seemed to twist and change around her, morphing into a labyrinth that led her in circles. She stumbled upon an ancient, crumbling mansion that loomed in the darkness like a spectral specter. Against her better judgment, Emily entered, hoping to find help or answers. Inside the mansion, she found herself in a nightmarish world. The walls seemed to breathe, and the portraits on the walls watched her with sinister gazes. Emily's flashlight flickered, and she heard footsteps echoing in empty rooms, as if someone, or something, was lurking just out of sight. In one room, she discovered a dusty diary, its pages filled with the scribblings of a tormented soul who had fallen prey to the curse. The diary spoke of rituals, sacrifices, and the dark forces that resided within the woods. Emily's heart pounded as she realized the horrifying truth: the curse was real. As she tried to leave the mansion, the walls closed in around her, and the door slammed shut. Trapped and surrounded by malevolent energy, Emily felt the presence of something ancient and evil drawing closer. Desperation filled her as she pleaded for her life, vowing never to meddle with the cursed woods again. The spirits seemed to hear her plea, and the mansion released its hold. With a gust of wind, the door swung open, and Emily fled into the night, running through the woods as if the devil himself was at her heels. Exhausted and terrified, she finally emerged from the woods, collapsing at the town's edge. Her encounter with the cursed forest had changed her forever. Emily became a recluse, haunted by the nightmares that plagued her every night. She had glimpsed the darkness that lay beneath the surface of Blackwood, and she knew that the town held secrets that were best left undisturbed. From that day on, Emily warned anyone who would listen, but the allure of the forbidden woods was too great for some to resist. The cursed woods of Blackwood continued to claim the lives of those who dared to explore its shadows, perpetuating the horror that had plagued the town for centuries. And so, the legend of Blackwood's curse lived on, a cautionary tale for those who believed they could conquer the darkness that lurked in the heart of the woods.